What is up, guys? It's time to go pick up that Deadpool 2 4K Steelbook. I have some questions here that I have chosen from the last Drumdums Drive for Avengers Infinity War. And yeah, let's go get it. And I'm gonna go to Tijuana Flats and get me some Mexican, because they have the best freaking tacos that you could possibly imagine. It's nice that I work in a location that's so close to all these great restaurants, and it's amazing that I'm not 300 pounds yet, but that's okay. You know, I'm portion control, people. It's about portion control, all right? That's what I do. I try to limit my portions. If you can do that, that's half the battle. And also, I try it with a light breakfast. You know, I have just like this little banana bread type breakfast. It's like a breakfast bar. That's what I have for breakfast and water. You know, I figure if I'm gonna eat crap, then I'm gonna cut some meals. So that's what I'm doing, or go lighter with some meals. But I'm boring you, so let's get to one of my first topics here by Adam Contreras. And I saw a few people mention this actually. Halloween Horror Nights, Halloween 4. And just so you guys know, I got the inside scoop on this like a month ago, maybe 2 months ago, because my son actually is good friends with a guy that works at Universal Studios. So he gets the inside scoop. So he said, "Hey Dad, Halloween 4, and he knows how I feel about Halloween 4. He said, Halloween 4 is coming. Let me get on the right here. Halloween 4 is coming to Halloween Horror Nights. And I lost it because that sounds awesome. Halloween 4 has such great atmosphere. It's one of the scariest movies in the whole franchise. So the possibilities, people, could be awesome. And if you remember last week, there was a bicyclist, and there's the bicycle lane right there, but there was a bicyclist right in front of me, and I was flipping out. I got this guy in a bicycle right in front of me, and I don't want to hit the guy. There he is right there. And he's taking the right just like I'm taking the right. And he's right in the middle of the road. Check it. Oh my God, he's right in the middle of the fucking road. You have got to be kidding me. This is happening on my Drumdums Drive. Because I didn't know that there's a bicycle lane, I guess, in some places. And so the right lane of traffic can be for bicycles, even though people are driving 50 miles an hour. That freaking blows my mind. But yeah, this lane I'm in right now is actually a bicycle lane. So I was wrong, he was right. You know? Crazy. But yeah, Halloween 4, Halloween Horror Nights. I've never been to Halloween Horror Nights. I go to Universal Studios all the time, and I've always wanted to go to Halloween Horror Nights, but I always hear that the lines are ridiculous. But I'm gonna definitely weather that storm this year, because Halloween 4, I cannot miss that. That's gonna be badass. My next topic, I'm going like in reverse. Steve 3, topic question: do you think movies like the new Tarantino Charles Manson movie glorifies serial killers? It's funny that he mentions that, because I just watched My Friend Dahmer last night. The actor that played Dahmer was phenomenal. Great actor. And if you watch like behind the scenes, he does an interview on the DVD after, and it's like a completely different person. So that just showed me how good of an actor this kid was. But I love the movie because it's not really, you know, like you don't see Dahmer doing his thing. You know, you don't see him killing people. This is him in high school, and maybe some traces of what he was going to become. And I loved that about it. It was a really well done movie, actually. Alex Wolff from Hereditary is in it. And you know, Dahmer was just a very strange person. And you could see all these things leading up. You know, he was even having these severe urges in the movie where he wanted to kill, but he didn't. So it was a nice, interesting angle on a serial killer movie. You know, it's one that we don't usually see. But as far as like glorifying serial killers, no, I'm not for that at all. I think a movie should tell the story the way the story happened. You know, the good, the bad, whatever. Because I think some serial killers probably didn't start off, you know, the worst person ever. I think a lot of them had these psychological issues, these demons that they were fighting. And to me, that interests me. But as far as glorifying them, no, I'm not for that at all. What they did was horrible. Now, we got a few questions here from Dexter McLeod. He says, are there any standalone horror movies that you think deserve to be expanded into their own multi-sequel franchise? You know, I mean, I haven't like prepared for any of these questions or anything, but your next is an interesting premise, I think, you know, just because of the way that the killers do their thing. So if you could expand on that franchise, not necessarily being the same people behind those masks, that could be kind of cool, because, you know, there was some potential there with The Purge, I think, and they failed miserably. So, you know, I think doing a series of movies with a certain mask and just having it happen like across the country in different locations would be kind of cool, almost like a cult type thing, where they have different segments throughout the nation, and they all use the same mask. That could be cool, actually. His next question is, are there any existing franchises that you would like to see a crossover that are not in the big three? So no Freddy versus Jason. I would like to see the Collector go against the Collector. I don't know, that's a tough one. I'm gonna get back to you on that one, okay? I'm gonna think about that while I'm getting the Deadpool. But the Collector, put him against somebody, because the Collector is one of the most underrated, like, that's a horror icon right there today, you know, because me and CP, we have this horror needs a hero thing. That is definitely a horror icon, the Collector. He's very underrated. So I'd like to see the Collector go against somebody. That would be badass. So I got one more I want to answer, but we'll do that one, and I'm going to give you who I want the Collector to fight. I'm going to think about that while I'm in Best Buy here. But we're going to get the Steelbook, and then I'm going to give you one more question. Okay, guys, I got the Deadpool. I did the site to store, yeah, in-store pickup. And quick shout out to Metatron, because he is like the ultimate Deadpool fan. So I wanted to give him a shout out. But yeah, there's what it looks like. Pretty nice looking. It's got a little bit of a comic style artwork on it, but yeah, cool. And Deadpool 2 I like better than the first one, actually. It's hilarious. It really was. You know, it was just a good, fun popcorn movie. You know, nothing to take too seriously. Ryan Reynolds is just so perfect in this role. But also, I picked up a couple other things. I picked up Revenge because I've been wanting to buy this one. This one is, to me, it feels like a Crow sequel. It really does, because there's a scene in the movie where she has her rebirth, I guess, and she literally has like a bird tattooed on her stomach, burned into her stomach, that looks like a crow. So it's my little fan theory, I guess, but I feel like this is a Crow movie. So if I can say that, then I say it's the best since the first. And of course, I picked up one of the greatest comic book films ever, Mr. Zack Snyder, Watchmen. Now this is the complete story. And it's 4K, and I definitely wanted this one in 4K, because I love the Watchmen. So, oh yeah, I got one more question. I forgot about that. All right, Unknown Time Lord. He says, I have some questions for your next Drumdums Drive. What are your thoughts on Kiss calling it a day and doing a 3-year farewell tour? Didn't they did a farewell tour back in the 90s? Just so you guys know, I'm a big Kiss fan. I was a Kiss fanatic, like in the 90s. I was like not in a Kiss covers band, but I used to jam with this buddy of mine who was a Kiss fanatic. He kind of got me into them, and we would just jam out Kiss songs all the time. I love Kiss. I love their older stuff. I think it's ridiculous what they're doing now. I think they just need to hang it up, if I'm being honest. I don't like having 2 other band members wearing Ace Frehley and Peter Criss's makeup. I think that's stupid. So yeah, you know what? Yeah, I think it's just time to hang it up. Why do a farewell tour? Because Ace Frehley and Peter Criss aren't there. So, and just so you know, I loved Eric Carr too, who died the same day that Freddie Mercury died, actually. But Eric Carr was a phenomenal drummer. He was the drummer on Creatures of the Night and Kiss Lick It Up, among all the 80s, as well as all the other 80s albums. And I really liked him. He was a fantastic drummer, and rest in peace. How much do you spend a month on Blu-rays, and does your wife nag you about it? I don't spend that much on Blu-rays. I actually get a lot of Blu-rays sent to me by you guys, which is really cool. Yeah, I do, like, you know, stuff like Deadpool comes out, of course I'm gonna buy it. I'm not one of those guys that buys every movie that comes out every week, though, like some people do. You know, I just don't have the budget to do that. And plus, I wouldn't want to buy movies that I don't want to watch, you know? So, I really wanted to watch Revenge again. That's one I want to add to my collection. If it's something that needs to be in my collection, and it's 4K like The Watchmen, I'm gonna have it. So yeah. Apart from Halloween, what other movies are you excited about seeing this year? October is gonna be good because we got Venom, and we got Halloween, and in September we got Predator, and Creed 2. Those are my big 3 that I'm really looking forward to outside of Halloween. But Halloween's my number 1, of course. That is like, oh my God, it's gonna be insane. So anyway, guys, I'm gonna go get my Mexican, which I probably put in the video before this part, just to let you guys see a little bit of it. But yeah, hope you guys have a great day. Hope you guys have a great week. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day, and you know it, Drumdum out.